Hi, welcome to Narc Shield. My name is Jennifer, and if you've never been here before, I hope that you will like, share, and subscribe. I am doing an impromptu video. I'm just kind of hanging out at the beach, so hence my hair is in a weird clip, like a butterfly clip, and just hanging out. I'm trying to be kind of quiet because I'm in these little bungalows and you can kind of hear everything. And I have been wanting to do videos all weekend, and because the neighbors have a bunch of dogs and they were like super barky, I did not do the videos. So it's a little bit quiet right now. You may hear them walking around. Who knows what's going to end up happening. But I thought that I would do this video really quick while it was kind of quiet. And I wanted to talk a little bit about boundaries and about the no contact. When we create those boundaries and we go no contact. For narcissistic people, that drives them crazy. They don't even like hearing about it. It's just, it's just too different people with different perceptions, and each see each other as hurting each other. And it's just such a toxic relationship when you are with someone, well, when toxic people, when you can't reason with someone and there's never any way to find resolve, and the patterns continue to repeat themselves. How many times are you going to put yourself through it? How many times are you going to go to that person and tell them how you feel and try to come up with some way to make that relationship work? And then it just, it might be okay for a minute, or they say, oh yeah, I get it, and I'm, not going to do that again, and I care about you, and say all the right things, but then the patterns continue to repeat. And what ends up happening is, say it's in a family situation, it ends up trickling down and it starts to hurt everybody. And people with high narcissistic traits, they can't see the pain that it causes in everybody else because they're so stuck in how they're feeling. And unfortunately, a narcissistic person is the one who started the chaos in the first place. Nobody wanted to fight with them. Nobody wanted to start the fights with them. Everybody wanted to make resolve and make things work. And a narcissistic person will recreate history and recreate the narrative to match how they feel, because they've created so much damage that now everybody has moved away from them. And so when you create your boundaries and you say, I'm not going to do this anymore, it's too painful for me, it's too painful for my family, it's too painful for my family to see me unhappy, or my friends and everybody else, and you just stop. You've given so many times, chance after chance after chance. A narcissistic person isn't going to like that, and they will smear you, and they will talk bad about you to anybody who will listen. They will make up stories about you. They will talk about your family, your friends, anything that you do, any successes that you have. They will put them all down. They will create a shitstorm, and they will make this story grow bigger and bigger and bigger. It's like a tsunami. And they will hope that other people will believe that, so that they're enabled. Their feelings that change on a daily basis are enabled. So one minute you're the horrible person, the next minute you're not. They may want to work it out with you one minute. Then when you don't do anything, they're mad at you again, or they're going to take it out on somebody else within your family, your friends, your work, whatever it is. It's getting smeared, and it's because that person is unhealthy. And when you see those patterns and you have to move away from them, it doesn't mean you don't care about that person. You clearly have cared about them, right? Because you've spent so much time trying to make them happy, but you never could. So you have to go and make yourself happy, because you're miserable trying to make someone happy that you just can't seem to make happy. And so we have to create those boundaries. We have to have protection for ourselves so that we can move forward and be happy. And I know for myself, I didn't have coping skills. I wasn't taught coping skills when I was really young, and so I started learning my coping skills basically when I got older, when I'm old. And, I just started learning about what a lot of the issues in my life have been, where they stemmed from, how I changed from it, how I grew, and, how I'm growing into the woman that I am today. I care about everybody, but I wasn't caring about myself enough, and my self-worth was being trampled on, and I was allowing it. And if you hear people say things, or they make jokes and they do certain things your whole life, it can rub off, and you can start to believe some of those things on a deeper level. And no matter how hard you try to fight some of that, it does erode. And people who are super unhappy, it's like they're kind of like an alcoholic who doesn't want to drink alone. They're unhappy and they don't want to be unhappy alone. So because they're so unhappy, they vomit out all this stuff out onto other people to make themselves feel better. And that's just not nice. It's rather cruel. And when they do other things because they're upset and their emotions rule their reactions, it causes chaos and drama. And they can't see that they are continuing to cause chaos and drama that is hurting so many people. And that's why people walk away. People don't walk away because they're trying to hurt that person. But that's the story they create. But that doesn't make sense. Why would we want to do that if everything is okay? People are walking away because of the treatment that they get. And so it's not because of good treatment. And that's what's always amazing to me. It's like, the stories of, look at what I've done for you, and look what I've, this, that. I know in my case, I find the stories to be insulting, because I know the truth and I know a lot of the secrets that are held. And I'm sure you do too. And we have protected those people for so long. Why do we protect them? They certainly never protect us. They never protect us. And they just want to hurt us. They want to hurt us because they're hurting. And we don't deserve it. So that's why the boundaries come into play, and that's why no contact comes in. And once you really start holding those boundaries, narcissistic people, they're so used to being able to try different ways to get you to react and to come around and talk to them. And then when you finally stop, there's a point where it comes like, wow, this is real. And they're finally having to sit in it. They don't want to sit in shame and have to look and be accountable for some of the things that they've done. Here we go with the air, the heat thing here. I'm so sorry. I should probably end this and I'll go with part 2 and I'll cut this off, but I think I'll do that now. But for now, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll continue to do other videos. I might start doing lives. Let me know in the comments if that's something that you would be interested in, and maybe I will consider doing that. Okay, so let's go with part 2 so I can cut this heat thing off. Okay, bye.